Josh, what have you seen out of Peyton Marshall so far this year, and just how he's been able to grow as maybe a leader and then also as a player too?
I've seen him grow. At the beginning, was he was always outspoken. Maybe just in like the wrong things, but you know. And Coach Gates could attest to this. When we lost on the road to Texas, he was the first one to speak in the locker room. He was very vocal. He was expressed our faults, what we needed to do better as a team, and he just basically said that now that we lost the first time since in 2 weeks, we can't really play the blame game. We have to stay together, and so he's really grown in that aspect as far as a leader. And then you guys know Peyton Marshall is always physical. When he gets in the game, he brings a lot of energy, puts a lot of strain on the person that's guarding him because they have to waste a lot of energy. And also, he's a real tough dude to block out. So just his physicality and his voice, it's really improved as the season progressed.
Yeah, and what does that mean to you as a leader and mentor to see a freshman like that kind of take charge in the locker room after a tough game?
It's great. It's just like a testament to the environment that Mizzou brings. I remember being a freshman all those years ago. I wouldn't even think of saying that. Expressing my feelings like that, after a loss, and to have the comfortability, the togetherness as a team, to understand and listen to each other, it just means a lot to me. So.
Josh, Mike Kelly said on the radio earlier this week he'd heard you say that you wished you were here as a freshman. Kind of what went behind that statement, I guess?
Well, I think I said I wish I was here 2 years ago, because if I was here as a freshman, Gates wouldn't be here.
Right.
So, but yeah, 2 years ago when he first got the job here, what basically goes into that is just like the environment that I'm in now. It's such a different environment that what I'm used to. And it took a while for me to adjust. For example, I was used to practices in the afternoon, and now we practice in the morning. So that was a small adjustment. But everything that I've absorbed here, that I've got to witness and be a part of, it's been great. And so that's why I said that I wish I was here 2 years ago. That would have been my junior year, because I wish I had more time. But, yeah.
Josh, the things that you have absorbed from here and from Coach Gates, how has that changed you on and off the court in your few months here?
Well, he's always challenged me to, use my voice, talk on the court, sometimes even defensively, when I'm doing the right things. The fact that I'm not talking, right, and I'm being silent hinders the team, because you can't really expect everyone to, know what I'm thinking, or, make it as seamless as I make it sometimes. So sometimes you have to talk and, lead your teammates through certain defensive schemes and certain sets on the court. And then off the court, we've just been talking about, just me, just doing things like 100%, being more punctual with things, being the leader, stop being like so, standoffish, be with the team and stuff like that. Because I do like my privacy, right? But this is a family, all right? So, and then that's just another thing, back to his previous question, that's just like, I didn't really have like a family vibe, like a real family vibe, from when it comes to like the coaching staff all the way down to the players. So it's a real tight group here. So now that I have that, it's like kind of trying to adjust to, letting my guard down a little bit, trusting people more, and all that stuff.
Josh, in this new role you're in, when you're starting games on the bench, what are you watching the game for in those first 2 minutes before you maybe check in for the first time?
The sets are the sets, right? We can run offense. I got all the plays up here, so I'm not really worried about how they guard us. I'm more so worried about how we're guarding them, which player is getting most of the shots, how they're crashing, if they're sending 3 guys, or if there's just 1 guy on the offensive boards. And then when I come in the game, just, bring a lot of energy, right? You can't come off the bench and just be mute, just be silent, and not bring any energy at all. So that's what I'm thinking. Those first 2-3 minutes while I'm sitting, I'm just focused on getting out there and making an impact, especially just on the defensive end.
Hey Josh, you've seen these guys before, so when you look at like a Cam Matthews or Keyshawn Murphy, what's the challenge rebounding with these guys and kind of winning the battle of the boards?
I would definitely say I got to block Cam Matthews out. He's a 5-year SEC guy like myself, if I'm not mistaken. So he's been down there. Last year he was there with Tolu Smith, and now he's there by himself, and he's really, he's basically the X factor. We talk about Hubbard a lot, but he really gets the team going. He's taking more responsibilities in terms of playmaking and seeing where the ball goes, and definitely like crashing a lot. So he's going to be a tough cover that we gotta keep off the glass. And you said Keyshawn Murphy.
Yeah, just another big.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we gotta block him out as well. Is that the guy with the hair? He has a lot of hair. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, those 2 guys. They've been at Mississippi State for a long time. Played against those guys for a long time. So those are one of the teams that I feel like can match our physicality in the SEC. So it's just going to be a game of punches and counter punches. So we just got to stay in it. So.
Josh, Coach Gates said a little while ago that he is A-okay with you grabbing 10 rebounds even if you go scoreless. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I don't really care. We talk about like egos and individual goals and stuff like that. Pretty selfless person, but I feel like now as the seasons progress, we've started to get into like I'm doing all like the dirty work that no one else wants to do, right? Maybe reward me a little bit here and there, and that's what we're focusing on a little bit more now. But if I go scoreless, I go scoreless. I don't think I even put a shot up in some of those games when I went scoreless. So I was just really keen in on and locked in on the defensive side and running our stuff right and getting people open with my screens and hedging ball screens and stuff like that. So
Just curious, has a coach ever told you that they don't care if you score or not before?
say that one more time.
Has a coach ever told you they don't care if you score or not before?
Oh, not really. No. Yeah, mostly like when you play a big role and like you start, you're expected to score and stuff like that. But it's all the flow of the game, right? I don't ever try to like force anything. I always take a shot that I want to take, right? And yeah, if it's just not in the cards for me, it's not in the cards for me, right? But maybe I could be a little bit more aggressive, on the offensive rebounds, just instead of automatically looking out for shooters. I mean, we got great shooters, so that's why I do it most of the time. But try to get a look at the rim first, see if I have an angle to score. If not, just keep doing what I'm doing. So.
Thanks, Josh.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.